What's up, AnimeBallZ fans? Right here with another episode of What's New Japan, your weekly portal into the world of Japan to find out what anime we can look forward to. Anyway, that's my introduction, so let's get started on what anime I have for you this week. The first anime I have for you this week is an anime called Btoom. That's spelled B-T-O-O-M. Weird name. Anyway, the story centers around Ruta Sakamoto, a NEET, or for those of you who don't know acronyms, a not in employment, education, or training, and a top-ranked player in the online combat game called Btoom. One day, he wakes up on a tropical island without remembering how he got there. Sounds like someone had a bit too much pina colada the night before. He sees a figure in the distance and asks for help. However, the figure responds by throwing something at Ruta. A BIM bomb. This is sounding a bit weird. In that moment, Ruta comes to realize two things. One, his own life is in danger. And two, he is now in the world of Btoom. So basically, it's the story of a guy who plays so much of a video game that he probably starts delusioning that he's actually in the game. I'm pretty sure most of us have been in that position. Still, it looks rather interesting. It's got a sort of High School of the Dead look to it, so maybe give this one a check out. The next anime I have for you this week is an anime called JoJo's Bizarre Adventure: The Animation. This is the story of the Joestar family and their battles against bizarre enemies, if the title didn't already tip you off. Jonathan Joestar's... Wow, his parents must have hated him. Anyway, Jonathan Joestar's battle against the vampire Dio Brando starts it all, and it continues into roughly each second generation of Joestars through all parts of the story. It sounds interesting. I couldn't find any more information about this one, but it does sound like a rather unknown, or undone at least, theme. Demon hunters and skipping ahead every 2 generations for a while. It definitely sounds like a really interesting series. I recommend that you guys definitely check this one out. Finally on my list for this week is an anime called Oniichan Die Keiko I Say Ariba Kanikai Nai Yoni. Bloody hell, that's a long name. Don't ask me how to translate that. Anyway, the story centers around Akito... Oh god, another big name. Himeno Koiji. A boy who was separated from his twin sister Akiko, but they end up living under the same roof together during high school. I do remember hearing something about this anime series, and I think the whole thing is about how she's trying to reconnect and make up for lost time with her brother without him actually realizing that she's his sister. So, hilarity will ensue, hijinks will happen. What else will happen? Will anything really, really bad happen? So at the end of another week, what have I told you about? I've told you about an anime that involves a guy that is unemployed and not a student getting sucked into his favorite MMORPG. Kind of sounds like .hack when I put it that way. I've also told you about a bizarre animation involving fights between humans and vampires. And I've told you about an anime that involves a brother and a sister sharing the same room during high school without knowing that each other... Well, the girl knows that the guy's her brother, but the guy doesn't know that she's his sister. Yeah. Anyway, remember, this weekend is the Armageddon Expo at the Melbourne Convention and Exhibition Centre. You'll definitely want to go down to meet some of your favourite voice actors, including Johnny Young Bush, Melanie, and somebody else. Also, Little Karibo's going to be there, as well as the AnimeBallZ crew, so make sure that you are down there, otherwise you're going to miss out on a lot of fun. I'm Ray, this has been another episode of What's New Japan. Catch you on the flip side.